Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to WSTX AM 970 on your community-minded station. All right, yeah, streaming on Facebook, Doug Canton, and in a second we'll be, no, Facebook is actually WSTX in a second, and we're live right now on YouTube. Yep, all right. Looking good, Doug. All right. Bad here, they ain't really coming through that much. Okay, I'm getting better here.
You got bad hair day? Or you woke up on the right side of the bed?
Something happened. Yeah, so who's that other voice on the station, folks? You know that by now? Yeah, bye.
You know the voice?
I tell the people them morning, man. You know, just got your mouth full of me, you can't say morning.
Morning from the mystery man.
Oh, so you're confessing now? You confessing now? It's you. All right, good thing.
Hey, listen. I don't call Mr. Nibs. Okay?
Mr. Nibs, our good friend in Florida. All
Our
right.
good friend in Florida. He have a special tool that I want to put my hand on.
Hey. Folks, y'all forgive this gentleman, okay? He got a disposition toward violence, and we walking on him.
No. It's a disposition towards discipline.
Discipline, okay. Discipline, but I know a child who once said, and they gonna go down in history.
Wow.
Why every time you have to resort to violence? Because when you call it discipline, it's a form of violence, okay? Anyhow.
Discipline, my brother.
Good thing. Well, here we are in the month of December, which is just running away, flitting away. Just, hey, so much going on, and getting ready to be January in two tours. Almost halfway through. November, we hardly knew ye, and we ain't getting a chance to know December either. Anyhow. I count my blessings as fast as it moves. I'm here, you're here, and we can have a great, fantastic, outstanding, just plain excellent Thursday. Yes, all you Friday worshipers, you can rest assured it starts with Thursday, so we're here. Good thing. All right, so one step at a time. Got a lot of stuff going on in the community, of course. This is Christmas time, festival time, all this stuff that's going on. So we're gonna zoom right through some of this stuff that's going on. Yeah. I still got them handbells ringing in my ear. It sounds so nice. But it's been a little while since that, and so much more is going on in our community. Yeah. I've been talking about this Callaloo and Seafood Festival that was scheduled for the 7th. I didn't hear anything about it in terms of how it was or anything like that. And I say that the challenge, Gerard, is that you got so much going on and you can't be two places at the same time, three places at the same time. So you have to pick what you pick and move on accordingly. All right.
I think
The 8th was the Caribbean Community Theater. They had the Calico Cat Company, that's a children's theater, and they put on a show there, the title of which was and a groundhog in a pear tree. Okay?
Okay.
Anyhow, the 12 days of Christmas went on strike. So they had to come up with something else.
Well, you know, along with that, all these organizers need to come together and petition the governor, the public works commissioner, so to hire more drivers and things so that people who don't have a ride can get to these functions.
I hear you.
You understand?
I
The
hear you.
community needs to come together and
I
petition
hear
these
you.
people for change.
Brother, okay, I gonna be talking again to some people. I ain't walking with your tool, okay? Cause I ain't gonna get locked up, all right? There's a reason that I keep my thing under safety lock. Give me enough time to say, Doug, do you really want to do this? Okay. All right. All
The
right.
problem
So,
is, every time I ask myself that question, the answer in the back of my head is yes.
mm-hmm.
Because I fed up. I had enough.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, Saturday, I went to the Caribbean Volunteer Services program in Frederickstead on the Frederickstead Beach right there at the Cabana, and it was about suicide prevention, and it was international program for International Survivor of Suicide Loss Day. It was a very good program, and hopefully we will get the video of it to the public in that sense. But yeah, folks, Christmas is one of those times in particular. Everybody might seem happy, everybody might have a smile on their face, but sometimes they're telltale signs that saying everything ain't good. Watch out for your brother and your sister, and it's really important that we truly be that village. All right. Yeah. Port Authority had a function yesterday down on the waterfront in Frederickstead on the pier. A program that they tend to have every year now, from what I can see. But again, like everything else, I couldn't be everywhere. For those of you who were down there, I hope you enjoyed yourself and had a real good time in the light of the season and everything that's going on. Yep. Okay.
I
So.
assume it was in the afternoon sometime.
Oh yeah.
Evening time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As usual. Okay. Well, I shouldn't say that. They were there from 10 in the morning. They had 2 cruise ships came in, so of course they had the vendors and everything else going on.
Mm-hmm.
And after into the evening they went till 11 p.m. Okay, according to their schedule. So it was an all-day thing in that sense. And I saw a few pictures and everything else. It looked nice. Just like I said, there's so much going on. And then even so, those who know about this thing, they're going to show up. But the reality is, a lot of these programs have the people who know about it showing up, and the rest of the people out there saying, "Oh, I didn't know that was going on. Otherwise, I would have checked it out." So it's one of those things where we didn't have a press release here to work from or something like that earlier. But we take it one day at a time.
Some people don't do press release; they just want to do Facebook.
Right, and
That'll be the biggest problem.
And that doesn't work.
No.
That doesn't work, because word of mouth and the community spreading the word, it got a whole lot to do with it. Okay, hearing it on the radio got a whole lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we had the lantern parade going on the 7th also. So it's a lot of stuff going on. Tomorrow they're doing the lighting of the park here in Christiansted.
Okay.
Tomorrow evening.
Mm-hmm.
And there are other things going on because it's Friday. So there are other things going on too. But anyhow, let's go jump in formally into the community calendar. Today is the Governor's Children's Christmas Party, and glad for the children that they're having a Christmas party. I can imagine what the traffic gonna look like downtown this evening between the hours of 6 and 9. Folks, be careful. If the streets aren't blocked off in particular, be careful. I remember one day I was coming down toward the taxi stand where the last taxi would be right there across from the lawyer's office. Okay? And I was coming down there, and this little child run out into the road, and just so I see a parent hand reach out and grab them and pull them back. And, I just breathe a sigh of relief. Children aren't always aware of their surroundings, so you have to be aware. It might not even be a child; it might be an adult who just isn't paying attention. They're busy texting or looking at something else that they shouldn't be looking at, or whatever the case may be, you know? So keep your eyes open, be aware of your surroundings. Driving through Christiansted, they're going to have a lot of folks in town every night pretty much, so you gotta be vigilant. Okay.
Yeah, better yet, drive under the speed limit. Drive about 10 miles an hour.
Under the speed limit.
Yeah.
Listen, I tell you something. I come down Company Street and I don't just watch them in the eye when they fly by, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And you could see them. The mindset. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, you know what happened yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
I know I was going to talk about it. I was at the library, you know, in the front by the circulation desk.
Okay.
Okay, and you know the people that was there for the library
Mm-hmm.
could see the road that turns up, you know, to go. What was that? The east.
Which
You
road?
know,
When you say
by the
you got
lieutenant governor office
Lieutenant Governor's office.
or the celestial
Right.
office.
Right,
Right on the corner.
Yeah. Where you could go. That's King Cross Street
Okay.
there, and it takes you up to the bypass.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Somebody came down that street just as somebody was turning up
Turning
that
up.
street,
Mm-hmm.
and the person just see them coming. They say, and they just turn and went straight. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, that's crazy. I mean,
Well,
but
you know, they got tourists and you got islandists. Okay? And I see some islandists doing some things that you know they know better. Okay?
man, part of the problem, again, and since since when I got a C, a lot of the signs got knocked down, and there's no sign saying one way, you know, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They need to put up the signs.
Well, part of it is the signs and part of it
Okay.
ain't the signs. Because they've been putting up some signs, although I think they need to redouble their efforts because they'll put up signs and then people will knock them down.
Yeah, but when they knock them down and they know who it is, charge them for it, charge the insurance for it,
Well,
and put it back up.
I agree with you 1,000%.
Yes,
But
son.
more often than not, the sign get knocked down, and it's just like somebody was coming up the bypass and knock out part of the fence and went down. The wrecker come, pull them out, and they gone about their business. But we got a mash up railing up there. Anyhow,
Yeah, but when they know these things, like if police come and so, you have
Of
a plate,
course.
you have a plate number, you have a this, charge the insurance for the damage.
of course, the government is always there to do that. You know, whether they do or not, that's another story. But
Yeah,
anyhow,
but people
I
fall
got
asleep on
to
the wheel.
move.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. With the community calendar here, because we got a whole lot going on, okay? The VI Palestinian Friendship Association. Yes, they're making some gifts to the library today at 1 o'clock, okay? Books and brochures were produced by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities in Palestine and contain photos and information on the culture, the rich cultural, natural, and artistic history associated with Palestine. All right, yep. And it's a newly formed organization, and I think it's a good move in the sense that in our community we have organizations that represent different folks, and it's good that they have this type of push, just like the Crucian Cultural Group, that you have this type of a push in a way that the village, the diversity of the village could really come through to the community in an educational way. Yep. Anyhow, I got a call, and the folks from the VI Palestinian Friendship Association going to be with us on the 21st. Which, by the way, today we have VI Housing Authority coming in for 9. Okay? So, keeping it moving here. Today is the 12th, folks. And Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts is the place to be this evening. Why I said that, okay?
Yeah, what you said.
And why I went and said that now. Why I went and let the proverbial cat out the bag.
Pollution. Yeah.
Okay, we got a call here. Good morning, WSTX.
Yes, good morning. I'd like to be on here.
You on the air, sir?
Okay, sir. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm a Palestinian. I want to be on the air.
You sure?
I'm a Palestinian. I'm telling you, I'm a Palestinian.
You
Salaam
telling
alaikum.
me? But you know,
Huh?
I can't.
You know where the red button there, dog?
I can't see you, so how I supposed to just take your word for it?
But I can see you. I watch you right now on
You say now
Facebook.
that ain't fair now.
No.
Why ain't fair? You
No,
put the
I
camera
know who
on,
you
not me.
You know who he be, Gerard?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me who he be.
I'm a Palestinian. Them I'm
That's
wrong
the
with I.
Texan.
Assalamu alaikum.
Uh-huh.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. وكيف حالك؟ كيف انت؟ ان شاء الله مبسوط.
Both of you got me.
Oh, oh, okay. Are you
Both-
thinking I joking? I think
both
are you
are
thinking
got
I'm a
me.
Palestinian?
Yeah, Kier, how you doing, man? Good to hear your voice.
I good, my brother. I be here, man. How's everything with you guys over there in Santa Cruz?
Okay, well, we taking it easy. Things have been quiet and festive at the same time. Okay.
And then I think I hearing rain too. I think somebody's telling me a text this morning, and he tell me over there in Princess it's raining.
Yeah, it had some rain, but I looked at the radar and it's not like a formation of rain. It was more like passing showers.
It had little waterfall.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good,
thing.
man.
The good thing is that has been happening pretty often, and all the way up Point Udall look like the rainforest.
Okay. Yeah, with all that rain, the
Yes.
grass that grow wild, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it keep my landscape
Yeah.
happy.
Well, you know.
Right.
So you heard what I was saying earlier about the association that's going to be coming in here on the 21st, right?
You're right, the 21st, I heard about that.
Yeah.
But I want, you mentioned something which is a lot of people got to look at it and donate. You said they're donating some books to the library, right? Okay, we have Santo Domingo who have a parade and everything. How come they don't donate anything in the government library
Kier,
or
don't
hospital?
Kier, don't go there.
No, I'm asking. I don't know.
Listen
I'm
to why I
asking.
said that. Hear me out, right? I'm going to listen to you, right? But hear me out, right? I'm just saying. We don't know what everybody does. Not everybody advertises what they do. You follow what I'm saying?
Okay.
And different people will choose different venues in which they do their sharing. And what we have to do is accept it, be thankful, encourage others to do that.
Right.
In that
Whatever
sense.
comes, thankful. Yes, it's
Right.
true. Yes, I understand
So
that.
I'm just saying that I have friends and family from Puerto Rico, Santo Domingo, and so I'm not coming to their defense in saying that, but I know that the things that they are involved in, and they're not very public and outgoing about it.
Okay.
Okay.
But the Virgin Island will be a better home because we're in a melting pot. If everybody throw in a little thing, we would have a nice place.
Then everything gonna melt.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's gonna melt out of the pot. Yes, I know. But
I agree with you 1,000%.
island.
What I'm saying is that there are folks who are throwing in, but the way they
Right.
do it isn't very public.
Public, right? It's top secret. Correct. I know that.
Top secret. No, they ain't politicians.
No. I know. Canton. I know. You got people who throwing things in there, but they don't want to be known or they want to keep it quiet. In our religion, Muslim, they say help, but don't brag.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
we got a
don't
lot of
brag.
people. We
That
got a
I
lot
do
of
this
people
and I
that do
do
that.
that.
We got a lot of people that do that, Muslim and otherwise.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people that do that. You know.
Yes, because that's the proper way.
Yeah. Well,
You know, you donate from your heart. You don't donate it because you want to donate and say,
Amen.
"Oh, I'm here. Look at me. I do that and I donate and I do that."
Right,
No.
right. So
secretly.
all I'm saying is that don't come across as being judgmental in that sense. That's all.
I
I'm saying.
know that. I
Okay,
know.
okay,
I made a
okay.
mistake by saying that
Okay.
there. But
I know,
you
but I know you.
thinking
I know,
about it.
I know that's not what you intended, but that's why we having
Right,
a
but
conversation.
thinking about it, like I tell you, melting pot. We got people from Antigua, St. Lucia, St. Kitts.
Everywhere.
There's some people from Dominica. You know, if
Everywhere.
everybody pitch in, we will have a beautiful place.
Exactly.
But like you said, not most of the people telling you what I do and what I'm going to do.
And,
They like to keep it secret.
well, I don't know. You keep saying keep it secret.
Secret, because, whatever you do out of the heart. You ain't supposed to tell people,
Right.
Gerard, I do he this and I do he that and I do he that.
When I donate to an
top secret.
organization, and I say that, when I donate to an organization, for me, and I'm just speaking for myself, it's really because I kind of
Want to.
not just want to, but identify with what they do. I want to help their particular mission in any small or big way that I can.
Right. It does.
But my name don't get called. Okay.
Right. Because
and I like it that way. Nobody need to.
yes. You know why? Because God knows what goes on.
Yep.
Not everybody in the world have to know what's going on, because they're going to do you none. But God will help you in a million ways.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, He will help you. You donate, you help. My children, let me show you, my children, because they blind and them thing, my children now in Texas, anytime they walk in or going someplace and they see somebody disabled need help, they rush to help him. They rush.
You say you're blind, but Gerard said that you could see better than he.
Yeah, he could see, man. He ain't blind.
Yeah, because see, I know how to count my 10 fingers,
Okay.
You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know I got 10, but don't talk about the toes. Me and none. So I know how to see. I could see.
All right. Okay. Well, one day
Yeah.
at a time. One day at a time. Anyhow, I gotta get back into the community calendar here. I'm so glad that
Okay,
you
my
called.
brother.
And
All right.
keep up the good works there in Texas. And definitely, it's good to know you remember us.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Hey, that's my home, St. Croix is my
know.
home, not Palestine.
I know.
Palestine, I was born in Palestine, and then I left there when I was 2 years old. And I came to St. Croix when I was 9 years old. So all my life is St. Croix, I know. I don't know no place else.
Okay, but Kier, before you go, next time you call, I want to hear that Texas draw.
Texas what?
Draw.
What draw?
The accent.
The drawl.
Mister, my accent is a Crucian accent. Me know what you're talking about. About Texan. I'll
Crucian
never put on a
Texan, we
Texas
can-
hat or a cowboy pants or jeans or none. What's wrong with you? My tan top and my short pants, my sneakers, dude. I didn't St. Croix.
You got
No, not sneakers, flip-flop.
Some cowboy boots and a cowboy hat.
I leave that there for you.
No, but you tall, man. You fit right in.
Yeah, I leave that for you.
Okay.
Me want that there. No, that's okay. Me, I did my home, St. Croix.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
all right, my
All
brother.
right?
Good thing. Good
Okay,
thing.
Good
guys.
talking
Take
to you.
care.
Enjoy the
brother.
rest of your day.
Okay, you all have a safe Merry Christmas too.
All right. You do the same.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Good
bye-bye.
thing. Good thing. All right. Yes, folks. Always good to hear from people who are away. It's always good to be in touch. And I saw a picture of someone the other day on Facebook, and it just said, I haven't seen that person for a while. And I wonder if they're still here and so forth. Facebook said they live in St. Croix, but hey, you know how that'll be.
Yeah.
Anyhow, moving right along here with the community calendar, folks. All right. Today is a special day. Today, this evening from 6 to 9, Marvin David's Mosaic, a Quelbe flavored Christmas spectacular, is going to be going on at the Kirby Museum Center for the Arts as part of their Simone L. Palmer concert series. Yes, 5 concerts. The first one being tonight, and the other 4 coming in January, February, right down the line. All right. And shorter weather intervening along the way. I'm going to put out the dates and another time, but the key thing is that right now, okay, today is the first one. Yep, and it's going to be nice. You know, Marvin David, he always puts together a fantastic set of musicians. You know, you see Elvis out there, Pikey Copeman, okay, Michael Belgrave gonna be out there in the steel pan. Howard Peters gonna be there. Javan Davis gonna be there. Yeah, and they're gonna have singers that you know, and some are gonna be new to you, like Claudette Ajoa Hines, Tony Romano, Richie Bunton, Imogen Blackness, Chris. Yes, Jared, your girl gonna be there. Kevis Judge, among others. So check it out, folks. It's gonna be nice. We could get on Facebook. Yeah. Okay.
Of course.
Oh, no problem. Anyhow, moving right along, folks. I hope to see you there tonight. It's gonna be good. All right. Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts. Yeah, concert series. Good thing, good thing. All right. Now, I see that there's a meteor shower watch on, at Sandy Point on the 13th and the 21st. But you have to sign up to participate. And you can sign up by going online to stxturtles.com. stxturtles.com. So if you want to check out the meteor shower that's supposed to be happening across that time span, definitely go to stxturtles.com. Never done that before? Not go to stxturtles.com. I mean, watch a meteor shower. You never done that before? Well, hey, do something different. Be adventurous. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't go on my house roof and sit down and watch it. I live in West.
Hey, yeah. Up on the roof, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that song, Up on the Roof? Yeah. All right. Okay. So, I see that the boat parade is also coming up this weekend, December 14th, folks. The parade starts at 6:30, and it's followed by fireworks immediately after. So, most definitely, you want to check out what's going on there. It's going to be fun. Plenty of people down on the boardwalk and Christiansted, otherwise enjoying the food and everything else that Christiansted has to offer. All right, good thing. Firewalkers doing a grand finale for 2024 on Saturday, December 14th. Sharky's Bait Stand to Cane Bay Beach. That's the biggie. All right. From Gallows Bay to Cane Bay. All are we going to be one tired set of people?
I like that one. That's a shorter one.
You know, that's a shorter one?
Yeah, because they cost them to go from Ponyuda to Bodo Park.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. Anyhow, either which way, from Sharky's Bait Stand to Cane Bay, like they say, 10 pieces of nights all the time, all our way is one. It's going to be one tired set of people, all that we want. Yep. All right, good thing. So, but the thing is here now, they're going to meet at Cane Bay from 2 in the morning, okay, and they're going to start walking at 4 a.m. sharp, okay. All right, so they come in from Cane Bay Beach, okay, and they have a shuttle to Sharky's Bait Stand, all right. So they come in Christiansted Town, 5 Corners, Salt River Road, and then back to Cane Bay Beach. 2 for the price of 1.
Wait.
Hey,
What's saying?
they started from Cane Bay and going back to Cane Bay.
I'm going to Sharky's.
Uh-huh.
And then they're going back from Sharky's.
That's what it sounds like to me.
My God.
And they say walk with at least 1 bottle of water. You know,
One
I
bottle of
always
water.
tell you to walk with at least 2. You don't never know who might need it, but it might be you. For the
Well,
way this one looking.
Well, if I was doing that there, right? You know them little backpack where they got that you can put on?
Right,
They
got
have-
all
is
your
that
refreshment
no,
in it.
It's just a water bag.
Yes, that's what I'm
Put on your
saying.
back and you have a little straw.
Yeah, so whenever
I
you
would,
need it.
I would need one of those
Uh-huh.
because that's a killer day.
All right, all right, all right. Well, and you know, I don't want to since I'm already here up to the 14th, I just want to reiterate that we have the lighting of the park here in Christiansted, okay, which is the 13th, okay, the Crucian Cultural Group. As you know, every year now they've got this thing where they decorate all the trees and light up the trees, and they have WTJX is there streaming it, so you can come out or you can stay from all the way in California as a Virgin Islander that live on St. Croix and and now are away to school or whatever, and see the park light up and all the ceremonies and everything. That's 7 to 10 p.m. folks. Just reminding you, because we reached to all the walking and everything on the 14th. I'm just reminding you that the lights coming on in the park on the 13th. All right, good thing.
But you know, we have a parade, hopping on the water in Christiansted waterfront.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about that?
The what now?
A parade that go on the water. You hear about that?
The boat parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
No, you don't about
Yes, we did. I said I said the boat parade going on the 14th, and I jumped back to the 13th to remind people.
You jump back, okay.
Yeah, I jumped back.
Well, I didn't see the skip back.
Well, actually, to be fair, we talked about it earlier. But like anything else, we talk about so much since then, and people get distracted. So, folks, this weekend is Friday. Make sure you remember that we got the boat parade going on in Christiansted.
On Saturday.
Come
on Saturday.
On Saturday, yeah. Yeah, the boat parade going on Saturday. The lighting of the park going on Friday. Okay, so lots to do in Christiansted. Even more than what Doug get notice about to talk about.
I know. I would invite people to come out to see the boat parade, because I can tell you, I normally am there, and they have the seaplane come out to start the boat parade,
Mm-hmm.
and they do all kind of maneuvering in the water and thing, doing a little plane tricks, 360 and thing in the water,
Mm-hmm.
and then after they move away, then the boats start coming through with all the lights and the music and stuff like that. It'll be fun. So, I invite people to come out and check it out.
All right, John. All right. Sounds like a plan, Jared. And we're looking for you guys out there in the process.
Yeah, we're going to be in the VIP area now. We ain't going to be under no tent.
Okay. All right. Well, I ain't got to hook up like you guys, so enjoy your VIP.
Well, the National Park Service, them boys are beating to set up that tent out there. So
Mm-hmm.
they decided to give them the finger and do something different this year.
Yeah, the national park has some very strict guidelines about what you can do and can't do. On the one hand, you're so happy to have a national park in St. Croix in that context. But on the other hand, it always ends up coming with restrictions and whatever, so forth and so on. I remember in Labor Day in Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Garvey Park, they always have a big jam for Virginians for days from everywhere they come, okay? Virginians party, and I remember Pure Passion were performing and everything. And it's about 7 o'clock. By 7 o'clock, I think around 7 o'clock, the lights come on and the police come out and start clearing everybody out. That's Rudy Giuliani, okay? That's Rudy Giuliani, because anybody out there partying, all they're seeing is that I'm sad to say it, but people are calling having a good time, and next thing you know, in their mind, something other than a good time will happen. When the bad times are happening in other places, Anyhow, what did I say about karma?
Yeah.
Anyhow, that's it.
Yeah, karma.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of ridiculous now going there, but in Brooklyn and all this kind of thing. These boys carrying all kinds of stuff over there now, so.
Yeah, no, I understand, but I understand that. But the thing is you have those people who have their event without incident.
Right.
Every year.
Yeah.
And out to the blue, jump up and boom, and just clamp down. Those are the days.
Well, yeah, those are the days. But now we have too much bad actors out there.
Oh yeah, and it's amazing how in America this whole thing has been cultivated, but what I call stupidity. I call it stupidity because what I see is a reinforcing of the behavior, the very behavior that they don't want to. You know, we got everybody now could walk with open carry, concealed carry, depending on what state you're in.
It's by design, brother.
And hey, and they want to know why the things are happening.
It's by design.
Well, they could stay there with design.
That's why they
got a call from there.
That's why the prisons are privatized.
Yeah, among other things. Okay, so we see who's on the line. Good morning,
Yes,
WSTX.
good morning. I'd like to go on.
Okay, I got you on now.
Mr. Nibs, good morning, sir.
Yes, this is your non-co-host. How y'all doing?
You mean the one that if we don't hear from, we immediately want to do a wellness check?
You got to send out that APE.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so listen, you know, and I heard you mention so far what is gearing up to be a big set of fun and St. Croix. So I have ordered a new pair of knees and a new lower back with osteoarthritis.
Man.
That don't mean I can't kick and jump and prance with the old one, them, but it might drop down.
Okay.
So I ordered some new ones.
You're going in the shop then?
Yeah, I don't have to, but I want to come out strong.
Don't forget.
Yeah, but
Mr. Nibs.
Yeah.
Don't forget you gotta bring that special tool when you come in.
Oh, Christ, I got several of them, man.
Don't mention it.
Okay. I was going to mention that the bar boy I'm getting rusty, but I don't mention it.
Yeah, don't mention it. I was told I have I'm prone for violence. I tell them no, it's not violence, it's discipline.
Well, me too. Anyway, let me see where I was now. Oh, I don't know. The people have certain tolerances. You mentioned water and two bottle and maybe a backpack full of it and all this type of thing. But Dougie, I don't know if you've ever been to Trinidad. There's a troop called the Sailors, drunken sailors. There'll be like 1,000 people strong, and I had picked up a beat with Catelli All Stars one year and Tech All Stars. So we playing for them. And I said, man, they look like they're having so much fun. The next year I go jump with them sailors, being a former Navy man and all. But when I really see what it is, they had every man, woman, not Chiron going in there, had what do you call it, a 750 milliliter or a quarter, half a gallon of what you call Jamaican rum. This is the kind of rum so strong could start a jet plane engine. And that's what it's drinking going on the road for hours. Let me tell you, well, I take 2 sips and I say going on with them. My belly started to burn me.
My son,
I have to go and look for a keg of beer.
All you need is one spark and the whole place gone up.
Yeah, what I say? I tell them, son, them people, they're stronger than strong.
Hey.
Yeah. But quickly with this Mars and Brooklyn thing, because I used to beat pan there too. I beat pan all about. Even in heaven, I beat pan. But you see, Giuliani, and I heard you mention Karma. You didn't want to go to Falawai going forward. What's the Giuliani now? The Italian big mafia leader in New York. Eh? Trump owing millions of dollars. Trump wouldn't pay him. Well, I see the last thing they had to take from him the other day after them fight girl who he molested with. They say, oh, the couch. He only had a couch left in the penthouse. So that's the story of Giuliani. I gone.
All right.
Okay.
Okay then. Take care.
That's right.
Yes, folks. Let's power through here. Coquito, folks. Coquito Festival going on at Lorraine Chicken Shack on the 15th, starting at I guess from in the morning. The way you're looking here. But anyhow, I just let you know because we got thing after thing after thing going on here. We got the Coquito Festival going on Lorraine Shack, Chicken Shack. Okay. And on the 15th also is the 3rd annual golf tournament in support of the Caribbean Centers for Boys and Girls. Yes, that's going to be going on from 9:30 a.m. until the end. And I see they got a big $10,000 prize here for the closest to the pin contest and the longest drive contest and the 65 and in the 65 and over under brackets, 64 brackets, and anyhow, you got some good money sharing out for prizes. And Lordy B, you get a hole in one, you win $10,000. Hey,
I gotta get out my my golf clubs.
your golf club and start practicing.
Yeah.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Anyhow, it's one of those things where you have to. Like you said, get your stuff together to be ready to move. Yep. Okay. So we've got the Soup for Your Soul Festival also going on the 15th, and that's going to be at the Fort in Frederickstead. And hey, all I'm gonna do is tell you, check it out. Lots of good stuff going on. Don't be left behind. Now, one of the things I said earlier is that Christmas, a lot of folks out here have a smile on their face, but some of them aren't really happy, things going on. You know, it's important that you reach out to your family and friends in whatever way you can to keep those bonds strong during the holidays and to keep the support there for folks who, you know, might be thinking more on a negative side of things, right? So I see that there's going to be strengthened family bonds during the holidays, mental wellness webinar with Dr. Nesbitt. That's an online event, and that's on Facebook if you need the details, but it's going to be going on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., so it's a short afternoon thing. But strengthening family bonds is always an important thing, especially during the holidays. Mental health wellness webinar with Dr. Nesbitt, I would highly recommend, just if not for no other reason, that you attend and see what's talked about. It's just like when I went to the Suicide Survivors Lost Day. So if, you know, and I listened to the good doctor talking about the various aspects of people and what they go through and ways to reach out and help. Some things not to do even, you know. And it was very, very enlightening, very, very enlightening. Looking forward to sharing that with the public. Okay. And the other thing, and Jared brought this to my attention here, you know, in schools, and when you have children with a disability, the school have a responsibility to to rise to the occasion. And of course, we hear this term special education. Special education, what makes it special is the outreach to make sure that these folks are included and can get that education. Now, that's all well and good, but what happens after they finish school? Right? Now, that's important, and there's a transition planning session that's going to be going on Thursday, December 19th, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And the theme is what's next? Transition planning session. Okay, Niski Center is the location that they have here, and again, it's one of the events here you can find on Facebook. They have a QR code on this and the Family Ties one that you can get information and register and participate. But the key is that it's about taking care of your community. Get involved. Okay. Free. You have something you want to add to that?
No. You said Thursday, December 19th. You said somebody's supposed to meet us on the 21st?
That what now?
You said somebody coming in the studio on the 21st?
On the 21st, we have... On the 21st...
It can't be the 21st.
Oh, can't be the 21st. It's the 19th. It's the 19th, yeah. The Palestinian... Okay, I'll correct that.
Yeah, because when you tell me the date, I'm not looking
right.
No,
right,
something wrong there.
Thanks for catching that. Okay, we'll come back to that. Mm-hmm. Okay, free movies for grown-ups. Yes. Join ARPVI for free showings of Mufasa, the Lion King, on December 21st, 4:30 p.m. at Caribbean Cinemas, St. Croix, St. Thomas, and registration is required. Hey, and the registration just means that, hey, you walk in the door and you don't have to pay anything, and you watch the free movies for grown-ups. All right, ARP, keep up the great work. And then on the 21st now, Chant getting in on the Coquito thing. They got Coquito and cookies from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. at Chant Cultural Arts Center of 217 Customs House Street in Frederickstead. Okay, come. Okay. How many? Two. Okay. You got put cinnamon. Come on in, folks. Come on to the chairs and have a seat. Unless you want to finish up the bistro stuff first and then come. All right. So, folks, yeah. And reminding you that, yes, it's that time of year, the Coquito time of year. So you got the 21st. They're going to have their 15th annual Coquito Festival. Okay. Now, at Estate Whim Museum on Sunday, December 22nd, you've got Old Time Crucian Christmas going on at the Landmarks Estate Whim Museum. All right. And that's from 4 in the afternoon to 9 p.m. All right. The classes of the 80s. Oh, yeah. They always partying. So, Christmas coming, folks, and they having a Christmas throwback affair, and the theme is Shimmer and Shine. All right.
Where's the party then?
Coming right up, December 25th, at the Sidney Lee Entertainment Center. That's powered by Starlight Promotions. Mm-hmm. You'll have DJ swing, Big Cat songs. Yeah, $25 at the doors. Hey, support this nonprofit drive to bring Central High classes of the 80s together and the things that they do in the community. All right. Good thing. Now, I just happened to turn on my phone and my finger accidentally touched Facebook. And so, God, Lord forgive me. I said I wasn't going to do it, right? But anyhow, I was on Facebook. So I still paying penance all till now, right? But anyhow, and I just happened to come across WSTX, and they were streaming live on the FM side. And who was there but this guy I know, Mr. Ramon Cuencas, talking about the VI bug out. Folks, they got all kind of plans here with these Volkswagen bugs coming out starting December 28th at the St. Croix Motorsports Complex, the 29th. And then January 1st, they got a big bash at Kramer Park. So if you miss the cars at the track, you could catch them at Kramer Park at the 1st. They're having a big party jam out there. Anyhow, Gerard.
Yes, sir.
They having a coursing race with the bug them.
A coursing race?
Yes, the same place that I do it with the bike up there on Kings Hill.
What?
Okay, so I got to give it to them. Creativity and fun. They out to have a great, fantastic, outstanding, just plain excellent time.
If your bug grease up, go there, course a long way.
You know? All right. Anyhow, I see us here now. The folks at Coral Restoration Foundation is having a community dive day to help restore the reefs at Long Reef Nursery. That's December 28th from 8 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. at Long Reef St. Croix. It's free, all right? So definitely get involved. And, you know, there's a whole lot of things going on at the village. We didn't really talk about the village that much. I see here on the 29th they got the cultural day, and they got Nice and Rio and Unstoppable Shacks, and all of these people going to be there entertaining at the Hugh Pemberton Flea Market. All right, good thing. But for certain, closing out the year, we got the Old Year's Night Party, my son, December 31st, 10 sleepless nights. Yeah. Huh?
I'll be sleeping.
You'll be sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Divi Carina Bay Casino, folks. And the East End, they're going to be doing that, all right? But, of course, many of you remember the days at Villa Morales. Yeah, that's where the partying was, okay? So I think we did a halfway decent job of taking it down to the end of the year, folks. But this weekend, folks, remember what we got going on this weekend, all the way through. From we got the Soup for Your Soul on the 15th. We got the golf tournament on the 15th. We've got the Coquito Festival going on, I believe, yeah, and that's what this thing says. Okay, because they have a special performer there. Anyhow, got Firewalkers doing their finale. We got the boat parade going on. We've got the meteor shower watch going on, and take it to your special day, Thursday with Doug Kenton. This evening, we got Marsvin Davis Music at Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts. All right, good thing. So, Jared, I run my mouth with all of these things that are going on in the place. Ain't no excuse. Everybody know the calendar mark till it mark back up and everything. We're going to have some ads.
Just for a minute.
Okay, all right. Let the engineer too, let her do her thing here. We want to make sure all these people who advertise on WSTX know that we appreciate what they do and their support for this community-minded station program that we do here. All right? You can take it away whenever you're ready.
AM 970.
Of birthday cards and greeting cards for all occasions. Join us for readings and signings and experience the warmth of community at Undercover Books and Gifts, conveniently located in Gallows Bay, East End, St. Croix. Visit us Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Undercover Books and Gifts, where every book finds its home.
AM 970 WSTX and more continuous music variety.
Yeah, folks, we're back and we got guests in the house. So, just letting you know, we're going to be sharing the stage here. As I said, Jared going to be sharing the stage here. Okay, but we're gonna make it work. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right. So, VI Housing Authority run me down Muslim like 6 months ago and tell me these people coming for Christmas and they finally reached. Okay, before Santa Claus. So.
With the helpers, right? Santa's helpers.
Santa's helpers. Okay. Well, I gonna tell you, when you guys come, you always. When you gentlemen and ladies come, you always have important stuff to talk about.
Always.
Okay? Always, okay? Good community interest stuff. Uh-huh. Yes, you did. Uh-huh. It's only the voice that missing is the person you know too.
Johnny.
All right. Yes. All right. Well, we have our visitors here from VI Housing Authority, and they came with the list and checking it twice because they got important things in here. And said, and next thing I know, Jared gonna be going looking for another job. All right. But anyhow. When I hear you walking VI Housing Authority, I know what it is. Their aggressive posture and the things that they're aggressive about impress you, and you said you want to join them. Anyhow, but yes, go ahead and introduce yourself to the community, and we'll take it from there.
Good morning, listeners. Good morning, Virgin Islands. My name is Curtis Lewis. I am the Marketing and Communications Specialist for the Resident Wellness and Empowerment Department at the wonderful Virgin Islands Housing Authority.
Good morning, all. My name is Adina Joseph. I am the Resident Wellness and Empowerment Coordinator at the Virgin Islands Housing Authority.
Yes.
All right, so, okay, well, you can go ahead and take the floor and run with it and talk what we're talking about here.
Well,
music to Jared's ears.
Definitely music to his ears. He's going to love us after today.
Yes, because we're coming to talk about the fact that accessibility starts at home. And
yes.
And we just want to take the moment to announce that earlier this year we came with the message of staying in the loop and why it was important for everyone to stay in the loop with the Housing Authority. And we also were, blessed to be awarded a grant by AARP, and the name of the grant is the Community Challenge. And being part of the Community Challenge, we had to put forth an initiative that we wanted to bring to the community. And that mission that we set out on is we wanted to install multi-sensory doorbells to the residents who might be in the senior population or might be living with disabilities. Now, these multi-sensory doorbells, they came about because our coordinators, which Miss Adina Joseph is here with me this morning, they go out into the community and they conduct these things called needs assessment, community needs assessment, and as well as wellness assessments. And by conducting these wellness assessments, they were able to identify this particular need and the void that was missing within the space of residents who are living within the Virgin Islands Housing Authority. So we might have an issue where a resident might have meals coming to their unit, and because of the fact that they might be hard of hearing, or because of the fact that they might be having a disability that they're living with, they're not able to know that their meal has arrived. Therefore, it leaves them missing their meals, right? And you know how important it is for sometimes seniors or anyone who's living with a disability is to get their meals, because if they don't know that their meal have arrived, they might go a day or two without eating, and that's not good. We wanted to address those needs. So our director, Emanuela Perez Cassius, she, along with her team, went out and procured some grants and see how we could be able to fill some of these spaces and meet the needs of these residents and all of our residents, because there's a continuous process, right? So this time around, it's the community challenge, installing multi-sensory doorbells, but next time we might be addressing another need, right? So we are attempting right now we have identified the 200 units and residents who are going to be getting these multi-sensory doorbells
based off of the wellness assessments that we've done.
Right, and these doorbells, they have a loud chime, so no matter where you are in your apartment or your unit, you'll be able to hear the doorbell. If it is that hearing might be a challenge, or visual impairment might be a challenge, you could be able to hear the doorbell and know that either your meal has arrived, or your nurse might have arrived, or your nursing aide, you might have an appointment, an important appointment, and you'll be able to know that someone is there and be identified that someone is at your doorbell. And for the on the visual side, the multi-sensory doorbells come with about 8 different colors. So when someone presses the doorbell in the front of your unit, you'll be able to see it light up in your apartment, right? So even if you don't hear the doorbell ring, you'll be able to see the lights go off and know that someone is at your front door.
I have a question.
Yes.
But you can't see the light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, pull up closer the mic right there.
Okay, so if you can't see the light,
Yes.
are we talking about something like audio button that a person can speak to you from behind the door?
Speak to you from behind the door. Well, in the initial stage of this
Because the reason
initiative,
why the reason why I'm saying this, I'm blind. Live by myself. You come to my door, I can't see you. I don't know you. I ain't opening my door.
That's a good point. That is a good point. So these initial doorbells that we're putting in is just a push button where it chimes in your apartment.
Yeah,
but like I said, we're
that.
going to be addressing all of the needs as we go forward. So that's definitely something that we're going to look forward to.
This is just the start. The
Yeah.
start of something new.
We're going to
Right.
expand
No,
it
I'm just
and make sure that you could be able to communicate with who's at
Okay.
your door.
Let,
'Cause
let me
safety
let me
is
just step in here, right?
very key.
Let me step in here,
Mhm.
okay?
Right.
He's just a Grinch, okay? He wanted all now,
No,
and then he
no,
gonna stick it in his bag and run away with it.
No, but you see, the last time we were here, he gave us pointers about accessibility, and he showed us how his phone worked. So this is why we're now back with
Well,
accessibility
Right.
starting at
I
home.
done,
We're
I
taking
done, I
his
done.
advice.
You come to what was my show? I take it. I show a co-host, and now I am jumping on me and he tell me I'm
No, we love you too much. We love you too much.
Yeah, nobody jumping on you, brother. I'm just sharing
Suggestion.
a suggestion because, like I say, I know some visually impaired people are so timid they would not open that door unless they
They
know who behind
exactly
it.
who it is behind there.
Yeah.
But
Okay?
for right now, being that this is just a start, one of the things that we would tell our residents is if you're visually impaired, you get to choose between about 6 to 8 different sounds for your doorbell. And then the doorbell goes off with a high pitched tone so you can hear it from the back room. And when you do come to the front, we don't expect you to just come open the door because you know someone's there.
Yeah, but some
You
people
still, some people will, but we definitely would suggest to them when we're installing those doorbells to let them know, still come to the door and say, hey, who is it? And have them answer you through that door.
Well, my thing for me, when you reach my gate, call me on the phone.
There you go.
I ain't opening my door.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yes.
Unless I know who did it.
Yes, and the whole idea is to help residents be notified that someone is at the door.
Right.
Going forward, we're definitely going to address the safety aspect of it in terms of not opening your door before
knowing who it
actually
is.
know if
Right.
it is actually your meal that's here or your nurse that's supposed to come for your appointment.
Or a family member.
And a family member, things of that nature.
Because, people will be people.
Yes.
I know some people, they hear the doorbell and they just run and open the door.
Yes.
And
even when our coordinators go to the to visit our residents, they make sure they identify who they are, and we're also required to wear our uniforms
or a badge.
And a badge,
right?
Just for that particular reason of safety. We don't want anyone just opening the doors for just anybody.
Yeah, but even you got on your uniform, I can't see where you're
No, so when I go door to door, no, when I go door to door, I knock on the door and I say, my response would be, "Good morning, housing, is anybody home? This is your resident wellness and empowerment coordinator. I'm here to do a wellness assessment or just to do a follow-up checkup with you." And then they would choose if they want to answer some. Honestly, we have residents who say, "I don't feel like talking today." And it's fine. We tell them, "Okay, well, we'll come back the next day."
I know because I've dealt with Candido Guadalupe. I've dealt with Aria Diaz.
You're walking via housing all the time. And
No. Let me finish. You're taking up my time. I want to finish quick. I used to work for America. I used to deal with American Pest Control.
Okay.
We did some of the housing communities. So when we go into spray, I would knock on the door. American Pest Control, loud, knocking it loud. And they're like, "Okay, all right, I come in." Or, "No, I don't want to spray today." Stuff like that. So I know, and then they had one person in particular, they would stay from behind the door and talk. They ain't opening that door.
Right.
So then when I told the manager, they said, "Oh, they're visually impaired. They ain't gonna open the door." I said, "Oh, okay, I got you." So that's why now I ain't in a situation.
Right.
So now I brought it up to remind you guys about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, son, because I've experienced it myself when I was going door to door within the communities.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, son.
My turn now?
Yeah,
Do I get to speak now?
No,
Yes.
you can speak. Remember, my cane extended. So.
Anyhow, I love it. For those of you who paying attention, you could see the evolution in the conversation. This is about the third time you folks have been here, okay? And in just the interaction with Jared alone gave you another perspective, and you guys took it and ran with it.
Yes.
Okay? It's about service.
Right.
It's about service. Right about now, you're showing up a whole bunch of folks, and I hope that they ain't getting no attitude. They're looking at it and saying, "Well, how we could upstage them?" And in our way of community interaction and support and service and so forth and so on. So, keep up the great work. And I know you have other things here on your list you want to talk about, but, Jared get his Christmas.
Accessibility is a multi-dimensional thing where it is not limited to just, we're putting in the monthly sensory doorbell, which is great, but we're also letting the Virgin Islands Housing Authority residents and the wider public know that this access extends throughout all areas of our service, right? So we have our resident resiliency coordinator here with us this morning, Miss Adina Joseph, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about why her role as a coordinator creates access points for our residents to improve their comfort, their safety when they're living within the Virgin Islands Housing Authority.
So again, one of the things that I do at and I say we, I don't mean me and Curtis, because Curtis doesn't do wellness assessments, but there's a few coordinators, 2 on Island, 2 on St. Thomas. We have Miss Ida Mendez in St. Thomas. We have Miss Latoya Shadiran in St. Thomas. In St. Croix, there's myself, Adina Joseph, and Safara Emmanuel. And all 4 of us basically do the same thing. Some of the things that we do is, when you come into your community, we understand that you're coming in sometimes starting from a fresh slate, and there's things that you may need help with, and you may not know how to go about getting help with certain things. Now, there's also people who have been in the community all their lives and still don't know a lot of things that they have access to. So when you come in to meet your coordinators and you do your wellness assessment, these wellness assessments are based on the 8 dimensions of wellness. And with those 8 dimensions of wellness, we use these wellness assessments to see where we can help you improve the way that you're living. And even if the way that you're living is up there, we still want to make sure that you stay up there, that you don't fall behind, that we keep you on track of being where you need to be. And we make dealing with certain agencies a little bit more accessible to you. One of the things that we assist you with is when you come in to do your assessment, let's say, for instance, you are a home and you need assistance with furniture, you need assistance with clothing, you need assistance with bills. There's different agencies that I myself didn't know about before coming to work at the authority. There's agencies out there that help with just about anything you have a need for. And as a Virgin Islands, we don't know the different agencies located right here in our home that assist us with these things. So coming in to meet your wellness coordinator will be the best thing. We encourage all of our residents to come in to meet with their coordinator, whether it be when you just move in, whether it be that you've been living there and you've never got an assessment done. You can go to your property manager, ask them who your coordinator is, meet your coordinator, get a wellness assessment done, and that way we can assist you with anything that you may know that you need assistance with or don't know that you need assistance with. Because sometimes you don't even realize that you need assistance until someone else says, hey, I see X, Y, and Z, and I can help you with that. So if you're in a housing community or going into a housing community, head over to your property manager's office, ask about your resident coordinator, and meet with them, get a wellness assessment done.
Yes, and Miss Dinah Joseph, being that it's the holiday season, you mentioned Christmas coming early. She has a holiday event happening in one of her communities.
Yes, in Wilfred Pedro, formerly Wim Gardens, we have a Christmas luncheon coming up on December 18th. It will start at 11 a.m. and it will be done by 2 p.m. However, we do know that we have residents in the community that are not mobile. So members of the team will be going door to door, handing out food for those who won't be able to make it out. And for those of you who will be able to make it out, come on down outside under the tents by the community center. There will be food, music, games, trivia, refreshments, a good time. Come meet us out there.
So am I invited?
Yes, definitely.
I live in Wim too,
If you have to be on the radio station, tell them that you need the day off, okay?
I just tell him he coming.
Yeah. Tell him you coming down. Yeah, tell you coming down to party with us from 11 to 2. You'll see him before or after.
That's right. And then on Saturday, over in St. Thomas,
Miss Latoya Shadiran, along with the help of Miss Ida Mendez, they are having a community wellness fun day in the Paul and Pearson community. Yes. And that will be going on from about 12 to 4. So if you're in the Paul and Pearson community, head on out there. It's a good time. Definitely, it's always a good time when you come up with housing.
Yes.
It's always a good time when housing comes to WSTX.
That's true.
All right.
There you go.
Yes, and that's the one closed by the Wendy's.
Yeah, I believe there's a Wendy's close by. I know it like being close to the mall, where they have the all the shopping area, and then
close by what do they call that circle? Where Wendy's is. Used to be across the street from the old Pueblo. I used to live in St. Thomas.
No.
But that's years ago.
Yeah.
You hear how he said years ago?
Is St. Thomas still in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you come down from the hospital.
Coming down the hill, in the corner, going on.
Right.
You're going towards.
Yeah, they're on the right hand side.
Okay.
And then December the 17th, we have a lot of things going on for the holiday season. So there's a completion ceremony for participants of the Family Self-Sufficiency Program, as well as a swearing-in ceremony for the Resident Council of Phase 3. We just held some elections, and the candidates that won those particular posts, they're going to be sworn in on December 17th, and that ceremony will be held in the conference rooms of the Virgin Islands Housing Authority, both on St. Croix and on St. Thomas. And I just want to take the opportunity to congratulate all of the Phase 3 election winners, as well as everyone who participated in the elections, because the participation rate for the elections has increased from since the past couple of years since we've been doing these elections. So I just want to commend the entire community for taking part and want to be a part of the change and play an active role in their community. And I also want to congratulate the family self-sufficiency graduates for completing that process. So I'll let Mr. Diana Joseph tell you a little bit more about what the FSS program is, and I'll tell you a little bit more about the resident councils.
So the FSS program is the Family Self-Sufficiency Program. What it is when you come into a housing community, or if you're in a housing community, I recommend the best time for you to start this program is when you are at the bottom, when you are paying zero to a little rent. So that way, as your rent increases, that's more money going into your escrow account. So with the Family Self-Sufficiency Program, let's say, for instance, you are in a housing community and you're working Wendy's. And I don't know how much Wendy's make, so don't criticize me. But let's say you're getting about $600 every 2 weeks, and your rent is $200 a month. That $200 a month that you're paying into rent is going into the authority. When you sign up for the FSS program, you set your goals, you follow your goals, and as long as you meet all of your goals and you get a better job, your income increases, your rent increases. We recommend that you want your rent to increase. So if your rent goes from $200 a month to $600 a month, $200 will still go to the authority. However, the $400 extra that you're putting into rent goes into an escrow account for you. That way, when you finish and you meet all of your goals that you set with the FSS coordinator, at the end of that program, when you graduate, you receive a check for the money that you put in. So if you're in that program for 5 years, it takes you 5 years to meet your goal. And throughout that 5 years, you pay in a total of $47,000. We cut you a check for $47,000. Untaxed. No strings attached. We can't tell you what to do with this check. If you decide you want to take this check and buy a house, that's on you. If you decide you want to take this check and buy a car or open a business or go on vacation, it's your money. It's your money. So that $47,000 check is yours. That's the money that you've been paying into rent. After you meet your goals and you graduate, this check is now yours.
That's a hefty down payment.
It is. So what I do when I do my wellness assessments is, with my residents who aren't working or working those small part-time jobs, I suggested to everyone to join the FSS program. However, I stress it more to those residents, because if you go from working at a gas station, bringing in $300 every 2 weeks and paying $50 in rent, into working for the government and bringing in $1,000 every 2 weeks and paying $500 in rent, that's $1,000 extra a month that you're bringing in. That's good. 500 is going into your escrow account. So this money is going back to you. This money, I always suggest that when you're not working, even if you decide that you don't want to work for the next year, start the program. So that way, just in case if something shows up in the next 2 months and it's like, I'm going to take this job, the extra money that you making gonna go into your escrow account. That's money that's gonna go back to you. That's money that you gonna get this money back. And when you receive this lump sum of money back, you have options. We have residents who have received their money and bought a car. We have residents who have put down payments on homes. We have residents who have gone on vacations. We have residents who have thrown out their old furniture and bring in all new furniture because they just had this old furniture and couldn't afford new ones, and now they bring in new furniture. We have residents who have paid up their rent for a couple of months just to make sure that they don't have to fall behind. What you do with your money is on you. We don't tell you what to do with it. However, the FSS program is something that we suggest, us coordinators suggest to all of our residents to start.
And that's why accessibility starts at home. These are the access points that we're talking about. Because we have residents that come in and they start off under the Section 3 program. Now, the Section 3 program is like a workers training program where you could learn how to do things in the office, filing
On the
papers,
field.
or you could move up within having a job within the inside of a building, or you could get a job outside if outside is your thing, right? And then people come in, like I said, through the Section 3 program, then they move up, get into the FSS program, right? More access points, their rent increases, they get the money at the end, the big lump sum check, and then they put it down on and buying a house. So you could easily go on that path to economic mobility by being and having access and staying in the loop with us.
You said Section 3, you said?
Yes.
Okay, would me with my visual impairment, would I qualify for that Section 3 program?
Yes, you will.
Yes, you would.
Yes, you will.
So what are you going to teach me to do?
Whatever your heart desires.
Everything is possible if you put your mind to it.
Well, like I say, I try anything once. If it works,
Hey.
Me too. Me too.
if it work, it work.
If
you
it
know.
don't work, then on to the next thing.
Exactly.
I love
you
it.
know, the good thing about this program is that it is kind of like financial literacy oriented,
That's exactly what it is.
and what would really be great, just a thought that went through my mind, is that for those people who have utilized it and have actually made it work for them, you know, to get testimonials, because sometimes ain't nothing more powerful to somebody
true.
that you're talking to than to meet somebody who did it
Yep.
and make it work for
That's
them.
right. That's right.
Okay, because for some folks, they think, well, okay, every penny I get that don't have to go into rent, that's money I got, and they're in this mindset, and so they're not looking toward the taking a creative thing that's going to create the difference down the road.
Absolutely.
So you get some testimonials done from those folks who have made it work for them. I think that would be very, very helpful
Yeah.
in that context. You
Yeah,
know?
well, absolutely, Doug. Well, we have a monthly newsletter that goes out. It's called the Viha's Voice. And when we were on the Stay in the Loop campaign, we're encouraging everyone to get on that newsletter. And I still encourage everyone to get on that newsletter because we have testimonials that from people who have completed the FSS program that are in that newsletter, right? But I will take your suggestion and figure out a way for us to broadcast it on a wider scale.
Yeah.
Because there's
you
still
know, like
room for growth.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
like a
yeah,
little
no, no.
30-second
And
ad. You know.
Exactly.
And when people see or hear,
Or here.
okay, a voice that they know, it goes
It's
a
trusted.
long ways
Absolutely.
in that sense, because
Absolutely.
you know there are all of these different things. There are all of these different things out there that people are suspicious of. They need to
Yes.
know that okay, this isn't one of them. That this is
Ain't
something
no scam.
that can work for
It's
you.
gonna work for them. That's right.
And if we're gonna talk about numbers, let's put these numbers let's just put these numbers out there. So when we were here a few months ago talking about staying in the loop, we had how many people?
600.
How many people did we have then?
600.
600 on our newsletter. How many do we have now?
1,200 plus.
After being on the different radio stations and talking about staying in a loop, we had people signing up. We had people registering for the Viha Voice, and we have just about over doubled the amount of people that are staying in the loop.
That's right.
Now,
But I believe I gave somebody my email address to keep me in the loop.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not in the loop.
You're not in the loop.
okay,
No, we got to take care of
they're
that.
gonna take care of that.
Yes.
But
So-
you know, it's nothing more important than the street cred. I call it the street cred that you guys, by pounding that pavement and doing what you're doing, are building up. Okay, and so when you see that double in participation, that let you know that you touching people in a way that they have a trust. They look
Right.
into you, and you are somebody that they for real.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and that's really an important accomplishment in that context.
And as you mentioned, pounding the pavement, I just want to send a big shout out to Mr. Ajani Azibo Brown. He's normally here with us, good friends with our friend Gerard over here, and he is one of those people who goes out into the communities and rallies the troops to be able to get them to sign up for these resident council elections. And I want to send a big shout out to the folks at Candido Guadalupe Terrace, as Mr. Gerard mentioned earlier. They just finished their elections. The winners of that election will be getting sworn in next week, as well as the Knowles at Canton over in St. Thomas, they completed their elections as well, and those individuals will be getting sworn in. And I just want to implore everyone to look out for the Phase 4 elections that will be coming up next year. When you see Mr. Johnny Azebo Brown, make sure you tell him, hey, I want to be on this resident council. I want to be a change in my community, and I want to make sure that this accessibility is available to my community. Right. And stay in the loop with us.
Fantastic.
And
Yes.
he is currently pounding the pavements right now. I think he
Actually,
literally
yes.
is over in St. Thomas pounding the pavement out there in the communities, going door to door right now.
All right. Well,
Yes.
tell him next time. Tell you guys next time. We can always give him a link so he can
Oh, that's right.
connect with us and be live with us while he pounding the pavement.
That's
All
Okay?
right.
That way. So yeah, we ain't letting you off that easy.
Yeah. And I just want to leave his contact number. His email address is AJ Brown. That's A as in apple, J as in John, Brown like the color, at vihousing.org. Or you could give him a phone call at 340-725-0465. Right? And my email address, Curtis Lois, again, Marketing and Communications for the Resident Wellness and Empowerment Department at the wonderful Virgin Islands Housing Authority. My email is kjlewis@vihousing.org. Or you could give me a phone call at 340-778-8442, extension 2354. Let me see if it's in the back of this. Oh, it's in the back. Yes. Adina?
And then for your coordinators, you can get in contact with, we're going to start with St. Thomas. You can get in contact with Miss Latoya Stradiron. Her email address is lstradiron, STRIDIRON @vihousing.org. Her telephone number is 340-725-0309. There's also Miss Ida Mendez. Her email address is ilmendez@vihousing.org, and her telephone number is 340-725-5970. In St. Croix, there's Safara Emmanuel. She's over all of the Christian Center communities. Her email address is semmanuel, that's EMANUEL, @vihousing.org. Her telephone number is 340-725-0697. And myself, Adina Joseph, my email address is akjoseph@vihousing.org, and my telephone number is 340-725-0699.
Yes. And we also want to make mention our director of Resident Wellness and Empowerment Department. I always give an executive title, but pardon my Freudian slip. The director of Resident Wellness and Empowerment Department, Miss Emanuela Perez Cassius, she's always out there looking for partners, because this work it takes a community, it takes a village, right? It's not just up to us alone, it's for everyone to be a part of it, right? So when we come here, we get suggestions from our friend Gerard over here about how to improve the accessibility for our seniors and visually impaired people living within our communities. We could be able to tap in to our community partners. We have a organization called the Quality of Life Consortium, stakeholders and partners. So these are all the different government agencies and private entities and nonprofits that come together, and if there's a need that needs to be addressed, we just come together and we say, okay, this is what we're going to do, put together a plan, this is how we have in place to take care of these specific needs. Right, so I
just invited her to the Center for Independent Living, Ms. Perez.
Nice.
She came, I think it was last month.
Okay.
Yeah, she said she didn't know about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when she came, I didn't even know this place was here. I'm like,
oh, well, see, there you go.
You know, she's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So she said she's going to be back.
That's why the partnerships are important. Mm-hmm. So we get to spread the news, spread the information, spread the resources, right? Mm-hmm. So I could implore everyone to give her a phone call. Her phone number is 201-5068, or you could email her at epcassius, that's CASSIUS, at vihousing.org. Be a part of the consortium, the Quality of Life Consortium. Let's come together. Let's serve the Virgin Islands community. Let's serve the residents of the Virgin Islands Housing Authority and make our residents lives be more accessible, where they could be able to live safely and comfortably in place.
All right.
Along with our Director of Resident Wellness, we have our Assistant Director of Resident Wellness as well. He is based in St. Thomas, but you can give him a phone call if you're from St. Croix as well. If there's ever a time that you can't get in contact with Emanuela Perez, our Assistant Director is always willing to help. His name is Quayne Barcelet. His email address is kbarthlett@vihousing.org, and his telephone number is 340-725-4521.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And I just want to, before we have to depart this vicinity,
We ain't letting you go.
ain't letting me go so easy.
Been too long.
I just want to send a big shout out to the Housing Choice Voucher Program. They're always looking for landlords, and we just also included the participants of the Housing Choice Voucher Program to our newsletter. So we're not just servicing the residents who live in the physical public housing units, but also anyone who's also residing in a Housing Choice Voucher Program unit or apartment or house, or wherever your living situation is. We want to make sure that we extend that accessibility, so that whatever resources that you need, you could be able to tap in and get this information as well, right? So the Viha's Voice newsletter that goes out every month, anyone who's on the Housing Choice Voucher Program will now be able to have access to that information that's coming out in the newsletter, such as these testimonials, the success stories, accessibility, things that they may need. It's all in there, and we're going to make sure that we be able to extend that service over to them. Once again, they're always looking for landlords, and I don't know if you guys know, but we're currently in a housing crisis in the Virgin Islands.
Oh yeah.
So every landlord that could be able to be a part of this initiative, it will be a big help and doing a huge service to the community, right? It's a thing where maybe you're a high school student just graduating from high school, or a college student just graduating. You might not be able to afford the $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 rent, right? But you come to the authority and there's no apartments available because the occupancy rate is pretty high. Right? You could be able to get on the Housing Choice Voucher Program. But if you get on the Housing Choice Voucher Program and there's no available rentals, then what are you going to do? So that's why we need our residents living within the Virgin Islands territory to be able to be a part of the Housing Choice Voucher Program. Not just to go out there and be a renter, but also to be a landlord as well. And it's guaranteed money every month, right? The check is coming. It's coming from the authorities, coming from the government. It's already there. The money is already waiting to be deployed. All we need now is the missing link, which is you, who are the landlords in the territory.
There's a lot of competition in terms of housing.
Oh yes.
Go back to when the refinery was getting, things were running hot. They were
Putting people out.
People were putting people out so that they could rent to folks coming in
From the refinery,
for the refinery. Yeah. It was really sad in that sense, because the disparity in what they were able to do before. Then the refinery came in and double and triple in some cases what they were. And then the refinery fell through, and so they had to rebound. But you know how it is. Once people get accustomed to a certain level, coming back down in that sense. But then you have the Airbnb thing that's creating another aspect of it in terms of the rental situation.
That's right.
And having been in the landlord situation, ain't nothing better than when you got good tenants, take good care of your place and everything else.
Yes.
And once you have that that relationship, and I've dealt with Section 8 in that regard. So I had
Right.
great great experience in that sense. I'm not saying that there aren't a few bad apples out
Of
there.
course, but that's everywhere.
That, you know, that's everywhere
Yes.
in anything.
Anything.
Yeah, bad actors all over.
Mhm.
One
Yeah.
question before you go. That newsletter, is it via email or is it a physical paper?
Currently, it's via email.
Okay.
But in 2025, we're going to extend our communications. So we're going to be able to send that newsletter out via text message as well. And we're going to definitely look into get into print publication. That's something, you know, we're always looking to expand.
You need to check in with me. Let me check to make sure it's accessible.
Yes. Very key. Very key. Absolutely.
A lot of people send out.
Are you saying that you want to be on our consortium, one of our consortium of life partners? You want to assist us with making it accessible?
He said yes.
I think that's what I'm getting from
I
you.
could tell you whether or not it's accessible.
I think
I'll
I'm
let
getting
you-
that you want to
I'll
help
let you know
us
what
make it
you need to
accessible.
do to make it accessible.
It's just the same thing. Help us make it accessible.
So
Why
we're
are
gonna
you giving the people a hard time?
we're gonna
You
invite.
don't show them
we're
that
gonna-
you have these skills.
we're
and you want
we're
to
gonna
share in the
invite you
community.
into the office. You could share my office space with me.
Ah, my goodness.
You're
Okay.
you can share my office space
Sign
with me.
sealed. Okay, just
See?
remember.
Hello, you forgot that book. Behave yourself.
Oh,
No,
Okay.
no. Aside from the fact, just consider him a resource.
Yeah.
Okay.
definitely,
Consider him
definitely.
You see what the shirt say?
I see. You told me the last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's why we're trying to make things more accessible because just because you told us about it, we're making sure it happens.
I could
Yes.
let you know what you need to do, but I need to see the document first
Okay?
to let you know whether or not it is
accessible for
Accessible.
everyone.
Contract
I love
signed.
it.
You just signed that contract with me.
Okay.
again pay.
I pay in hugs and love.
Hey, community service.
There you
Community
go.
service.
Community
Hey,
service.
I ain't do no time here.
Community service is not only for if you've done time. Talking about community service. Since we're talking about community service, so we have students in our communities that are trying to get community service as well. They're trying to get their hours. You can always, your parents can come to the resident coordinators, and there's different places that we can send you out to be able to get those hours as well.
And they will be assisting in the multi-sensory doorbell community challenge as well,
Right.
where
Fantastic.
we have a generational gap and divide where the seniors don't get a chance to interact with the youth, and the youth don't get a lot of chance to interact with our seniors. Sometimes our seniors are living in a situation where they don't really interact with people in general. They might go days without even being able to talk to somebody. So this is a perfect opportunity for our volunteers. We call them our tech educator volunteers. They will be coming to the seniors and the residents living with disabilities to be able to educate them on exactly how to use their doorbells and how the doorbells work, and to be able to engage with them and build that bond and create that unity. So shout out to all the tech educator volunteers. We had our orientation last month. They came out, they learned how to interact with the seniors, they learned how to interact with individuals with disabilities, and it was wonderful.
You know what you may need to probably look into again. When I was growing up, they had the foster parents thing, like the seniors.
It's still
It's
around.
still around. I haven't heard nothing about it.
I know the Caribbean Centers for Boys and Girls. They have a foster grandparent there. The Head Starts. Some of the Head Starts have foster grandparents there.
Okay.
The program is still
quiet.
around, but
It's a bit
a lot of
quiet.
seniors aren't signing up for the program.
Okay, and that's human services.
That's what Human Services.
Okay, all right. So Jared, we need to get in touch with them and let's start blowing the horn about this program because it's very useful. Whether it's that or daycares or whatever, you know that it benefits both sides. Benefits both
Absolutely.
sides,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Absolutely. And I want to let everyone know when you call the main offices, the phone number is 340-778-8442 or 340-777-8442. You want to sign up for the FSS program. We have a new coordinator. Her name is Linnell Brady. I hope I pronounced her first name
You
correct.
did.
Right? She's been with the authority before, but she's making a second act. and we're excited to have her on the team. So just call. They're getting her situated with her phone and her email and everything as we speak. But you can still call the main office, call in one of those numbers that I just gave, and ask for your FSS coordinator, set up an orientation, and she'll be able to help get you in the program and help get you signed up and see if you're a good fit, and be able to walk with you step by step, every step of the way for the FSS program. And also, you could call the main office and ask for anyone in the Housing Choice Voucher Program, formerly known as Section 8, and speak to anyone from HCVP and be able to either become a landlord, which I implore everyone to do, or to get on the list to become a participant of the HCVP program as well. So we could be able to extend all those access points to everyone who signed up, because accessibility absolutely starts at home. Everything starts at home.
All right.
Yes.
Well, Jared, we have to make sure that these folks always come before Christmas, for Easter, for Thanksgiving.
To brighten up the
They
season.
always bring in good things, right?
Joy.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, yes. It's
That's what it
really,
is.
it's really been a pleasure having you all here. It's been an uplifting show. I mean, it usually is, but I'm just saying it got a little extra punch this morning, I think. Okay? So it's great having you all here.
Absolutely.
And definitely in terms of what you guys are doing, your command of the information, your ability to communicate it down to earth, and the street pounding approach that you use in going door to door and interacting with people, it's a great example to others who have how shall I say, are in an area where service is really about service. Okay, so it's been very well received here in WSTX, and we definitely looking forward to the next time you come.
Yes.
Definitely.
And thank you for having us as always, Doug.
All right.
I appreciate Gerard. Thank you for having us, and we look forward to the next time we get to meet again.
All right.
Have a wonderful season.
You do the
Both
same.
of you and everyone who's listening out there, everyone who might be abroad, wishing that they were home. Have a wonderful holiday season and a prosperous new year.
All right. Well, compliments of the season to you all also in the process, and don't forget to let Ajani know that
Yes.
we can get a link and he will
Next
be right
time,
in
for
here
sure.
with
Can't
us.
miss it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Pound on the pavement and on the radio at the same
At
time.
the
And
same
at the
time.
same time,
He like that. He like them techie business.
Yeah.
All right, good thing. Good
That's
thing.
my boy.
Hey.
Well, we're here at WSTX to make it happen, and you've made our day, and I believe that for everyone listening out there, you've made their day. All right. So in that context, I just want to say, keep on doing the great work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Keep
Thank
on
you.
putting that positive spirit out there, that getting people to come out in droves and get involved.
Get involved.
Yes, that is the testament. That's the proof of the pudding right there. Okay.
What the pudding?
Huh?
There's a proof in the pudding.
That's right. That's right. When you getting people to come out at higher
So
rates
you
than they
kind of
coming out to
people-
vote, you're doing something right.
That's all right. That's right. And once again, my name is Curtis Lewis.
Email address.
I am the Marketing and Communication Specialist for the Resident Wellness and Empowerment Department at the wonderful Virgin Islands Housing Authority. I want to say good morning to everyone over there at the Virgin Islands Housing Authority. Shout out to our new Executive Director, Mr. Dwayne Alexander. Good morning to Miss Lydia Pell and everyone in the office, all the staff in every department. Leasing department, our asset management department. Shout out to the maintenance guys out there in the field working hard, and the grounds crew making sure that everything looks wonderful and beautiful for the holiday season out there in the communities. Big up. Diana?
All right. Well, we have a song that we like to burn around here called Human Nature.
Okay.
Okay, and
The Michael Jackson one?
yeah, but it's music, local musicians doing
Okay.
this music.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I
Instrumental.
say that,
Local.
and I say that, it got a lot of people who abuse culture and say this is our culture, that is our culture. I got somebody calling here. Let me see which line this is. Okay. Good morning, WSTX.
Huh?
Is that for the show?
Doug?
Yes.
Yeah. I quickly, if I may, and I am not, as a former executive director of the Housing Authority, looking to make any matches or anything. I mean, I still remain a member of CLAFA, the Council of Large Public Housing Authorities, as well as NARO, the National Association of Housing Redevelopment Officials, even though I've been out of housing for over, 30, 40 years. But I asked Miss Emanuela when I first heard of some titles that you were espousing that seems new to me when I, back in the day, sat with my human resources people as well as my financial people and try to find out, well, why is there such a position like marketing director? I mean, seemingly she took an offense to it, as well as the new executive director that I spoke with on a talk show. I mean, what are you marketing? Maybe the employees there can't answer, and I don't expect them to. It's not a criticism, it's just a question. What is being marketed? The severe housing shortage? Or what? The lack of upward mobility to home ownership? Marketing what?
Well,
I'm done with it. Maybe I might never raise that concern again. Thank you, sir.
all right, good thing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good thing. I gonna put in my disclaimer. I ain't looking for a job with VI Housing Authority. I ain't looking at a job period. But anyhow, I have my hands full just trying to keep Jared in check, or him keeping me in check, whichever way walking at the moment, you know. And I would say this, right? Sometimes we get distracted by acronyms and terms and so forth and so on. And in you guys being in here, I'm not sure that I could say that you are actually answering the question in the sense that what you did here from a PR was very close to marketing in some important ways. And the reality is that the pounding the ground and the ability to double the amount of people who are interested and willing to actually say, yeah, I'll get your newsletter regularly and take it in, is starting to permeate in a way that hopefully the greater sense of marketing that he's looking for is going to be something that's going to be the next step in that sense, because everything is intertwined from the VIHA Housing Direct to Section 8 to home ownership. You know, it's all an intertwined thing to me in that context. So I really enjoyed the conversation. What you guys talking about, I think it's heading in the right direction. Maybe not fast enough for him, you know. But our good friend Mr. Nibs, you know, is what I see as part of the agitation that's necessary to challenge us.
Yes.
You know, so in that sense, the names of the world have a place in the challenging us to up our game all the time. We never
All
become
the time.
complacent.
Never.
Exactly.
And you
All
said
right?
it perfectly, Doug. You just wrapped it all up in
But I ain't
one
looking at job.
Couldn't have said it more wonderfully myself.
You're looking at a job, but you want to fling me in it, eh?
Yeah.
Of course, man. You know,
Just part-time.
Of course,
Just part-time.
Of course, somebody got to take up
Somebody
the
gotta
slack for
do
that. You know? Okay. But yeah, folks, it's almost that time. We've been having such a good time sharing good information,
Yeah.
Great
to
information.
You
a
better
great
start sharing
community.
some of my information before I get fired.
Yeah, well, we're gonna take care of that. Well, you can't get fired because they have gotten so much for free by now. Okay.
All right, Doug. Thanks a lot, boss.
All right, good thing. Safe on the road.
See
Oh,
you.
you-
Okay then.
Thank
Take
you
care.
for having us.
So
Our
what
pleasure.
day is this thing next week, Tuesday?
It's next week, Wednesday, the 18th, 11 o'clock to 2.
18th.
17th is the swearing in and FSS completion ceremony.
Ooh, I'm going to be an independent living.
Okay. Well, you know,
You bring your plate?
you can't
Yeah, you can bring me a plate there too.
Okay.
you can't say they ain't looking out for you, right?
Always.
All right. Okay. So. All right. So that was good having them in here. It's time. Let me give our folks here a little rest from the voice.
AM 970 WSTX and more continuous music variety.
Now that the children are back in school, drivers need to be extra cautious. Drew & Drew Heavy Equipment and Rental Services reminds you to stop for school buses that are loading and unloading students, obey all school zone speed limits and crossing guards, watch for school buses stopping, be on the lookout for children darting out into the street, and remember, if you're driving your children to school or anywhere, make sure that everyone buckles up. It saves lives. This message has been brought to you by Drew & Drew Heavy Equipment and Rental Services of St. Croix. Call 340-513-1455. We do it right the first time around. And remember, they're all our children.
Happy holidays from Salamas. Get ready for the biggest sale of the year. Black Friday is here. Save 30, 40, even 50% off on rugs, curtains, sheets, comforters, and more. Don't miss these incredible deals to deck out your home for the holidays. This sale goes to the end of the year. We're conveniently located next to Sadie's Laundry in the United Shopping Plaza in St. Croix, Virgin Islands. Doors open bright and early at 7 a.m. and stay open until 10 p.m. So you've got all day to save. This sale goes to the end of the year. Mark your calendars, grab your list, and get to Salamas for Black Friday savings you won't believe. Save 30, 40, even 50% off. Call us at 340-277-5751 for more info. This sale goes to the end of the year. Salamas, bringing joy, style, and savings to your holidays.
AM 970 WSTX.
Yes, folks, it's that time. We got to go. Anyhow,
What time is it?
that time.
What time?
The time to make sure that everyone is reminded to do
a random
acts of kindness. Don't follow Gerald Lee just doing random acts. There's too much room for things that ain't nice to slip in there. Alright? I don't know him. I gotta walk on him to keep it on the high road. Otherwise, he really do some random acts. Folks, love's in need of love every day. Share the love. So, until next time, this is Doug and
Jerry.
saying, see you later.
AM 970 WSTX.